All right, welcome back to LearnWire. So I'm going to be addressing the AI writers in the AI niche website case study in this video. Real quick, I think this is one of the golden questions. Unfortunately, I forgot to leave it out of my update video. This is probably what you guys are most interested in. So I'm going to go over that as best I can in this video. So right over here, we have a question. I was hoping for a comparison between the AI writers. Did Koala keep the distance? Did another tool get closer? I'm really intrigued. I said I'd put something together, and then other people saying the same thing. So essentially, this is my worksheet that I created. This is my niche site keywords that I built the original, like around 300 articles. If you remember, if you go back to the playlist, and this was back in May, June when I created the website, you will see that I put 100 articles on Koala, and then I put 100 articles on Agility Writer right over here, and then I put 100 articles on Zim Writer as well. So a quick just analysis of, if we go over here and we look, I'll show you guys inside of SERP Robot the different data. So if we go and we look at, for example, Koala right over here, perfect. All right, so if we go to Koala right here, you can see the rankings right over here, and these are rankings that for keywords that have a lot of search volume. And right now, currently, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So those are the rankings and the page and so forth. But that is the difference from, you'll see when I click on the other ones, that this one, Koala, is ranking for keywords that matter, that will actually, if we can get on page 1, will actually start improving the traffic quite a bit. I'm going to click off of that and go into Agility and show you that out of the 100 articles published right over here, and they all had search volume as well, we only have 3 articles right here that are currently ranking right over here, okay? And then I'm going to go and look at ZimWriter as well. The ZimWriter one, this is where I kind of I'm not really sure, because when I was doing the testing, like I created these articles more for the knowledge graph or the topical authority, right? So you'll notice that none of this actually has search volume. That might be because of the question marks and so forth, but really, I put together the ZimWriter ones. It's not like 100%, apples to apples test, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, it is, however, with Agility and Koala. But ZimWriter does have quite a bit. It wasn't like this for a while, but recently ZimWriter has really started getting a lot of these rankings right here. And so it does have all these rankings right over here. But again, these are keywords that don't have a whole lot of search volume, and they're not registering any search volume at all in SERP Robot. So these are just things that I believe I even got these from either ChatGPT, or I got them from a question and answer site, something like that, right? So they're not registering search traffic. We'll come over here and just go over. So ZimWriter had 32 out of the 98 actually ranked. But remember, these keywords and titles were created with like ChatGPT or something like that. So that's just kind of take that with a grain of salt. It definitely does not mean that ZimWriter performed the best. I almost think it's kind of a scratch. I would probably need to just create a site from scratch with real search volume keywords and use ZimWriter in order to really judge. Because for months and months, we actually didn't have a whole lot of rankings. And I really thought that ZimWriter articles should have ranked a lot faster, because they were laser targeted, long tail keywords that were questions, and they were not, even like, they didn't really even have search volume. So they should have been extremely low competition keywords. But surprisingly, recently, we've had quite a bit of them all of a sudden appear. So that's pretty cool. Agility Writer only had 3 out of 91 that ranked. So only 3% ranked. And then we go over here to Koala Writer, 13 out of 100 ranked, 13% ranked. And remember, these were heavy hitting keywords. But I have another way of looking at this. So when we come back over to the spreadsheet over here, you can see we had this all organized right here, and then I said what AI writer we used and what category and all that sort of thing in here. So I'm able to go, at least with the 300 keywords, and go and see what AI writer I used to create that. So I already went back and forth, and then what I did was I went in here to SE ranking. I pulled up my site, And then I just kind of exported this based on, and then sorted it by based on anything that has traffic, basically any of these keywords that have some traffic importance or significance. So if there's any kind of traffic loaded right here, we do have, these are some good keywords with thousands of search volume right over here. And then we do have some pretty good positioning right over here. So I'm going to show you what that all looks like right now based on this spreadsheet. So I exported this and we have this spreadsheet now, which is sorted by, we have the traffic right here, the traffic potential, right? Anything that has a significance in traffic, bringing traffic to the site. And then finally, right over here, you're really going to see the breakdown and an overwhelming amount of these articles, besides just 2 articles. One was ZimWriter right here, and that's what tools do I need to level my dirt yard. It's ranking for dirt leveling yards right over here. And then agility is ranking for how to preserve lettuce from the garden or how to store lettuce from the garden. But then all of the rest of them I looked up and cross-referenced, and they're all koala. So I'm not surprised by this. This is kind of what I saw during the whole testing, that koala articles just ended up ranking. So this is just the data that I have for you guys. And then I even took this a little bit further, right? I started looking at some more down here. I'm like, okay, here's one that gets 720. There's a Sansevieria, whatever that is, but that's some good search volume on that one. Ended up being koala as well. And then I just randomly picked one way down here as well. And leggy tomato seedlings gets 480 search volume, and that was in fact koala as well. This cucumber leaves turn yellow. That's also, so that's an article that's ranking for a lot of keywords, because we have the cucumber one up here, leaves turn yellow. We know that's a koala one, but look, it's ranking for yellow leaves on cucumbers. And then where's the other ones? Right over here. Cucumber leaves turn yellow, cucumber leaves turning yellow, cucumber yellow spots on leaves. So it's the ability to rank for multiple keywords. And that's what really starts driving traffic to your site is, there's just an overwhelming amount of articles that koala just completely hit it out of the park. If we looked at this from another standpoint, let's just say that we go with green is koala right here, just to kind of give you a graphical representation. This is what it would look like. For some reason, I couldn't find this article right here in any of my AI tools. I have no idea where it came from, but it actually had a table in it and it had images, so it had to be one of these good ones. But unfortunately, I had to label it as NA because it wasn't on my original spreadsheet. And I did some more testing. I also used AI Wisemind for hundreds of the articles on the back end. And those are not proving to really do much. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But really, it looks like the traffic and the articles that are ranking for multiple keywords and so forth, really, my data shows that koala was the overall winner by a landslide. It wasn't even close. So I hope that answers your guys' questions. And now remember, there's a lot of people out there, and I'm not going to name names, and I know you guys watch their YouTube channels. They're going to say agility is the best article writer out there, and then they're going to say SEO writing is the best as well. To each their own, guys. I'm not here to tell you what to use, what the best article writer is, but this is probably the most common question that a couple of my competitors on YouTube ask or get asked as well. And then you guys also ask me this the most as well. Well, what's your updated AI, best AI writer video, right? Or what do I prefer and so forth. So like I prefer basically what is the easiest to use, the user interface and how easy it is to use and so forth. And then I also like to use data to make my decisions as well. And so this is only from personal experience. So you can't really just label this like, oh, well, so David from LearnWire says that koalas is the best. And then, get into this argument or anything like that. Like really to each their own. Like I said, some people may have had success with ZimWriter or Agility Writer and blown up websites, and they're making thousands of dollars a month, right? So I can't say that hasn't happened. Actually, I'm a member of the ZimWriter like Facebook group and so forth, and there's plenty of success stories using ZimWriter. I don't think I'm like a member of the Agility Facebook group, or if they even have one or whatever. but I'm sure that there's plenty of success stories using all of these tools. But at the end of the day, I do hear, I keep up with Niche Pursuits podcast. I watch a lot of, those podcasts and the people that are successful with niche website building. And overall, I know that Koala was probably pushed more by influencers and by YouTubers in the beginning as well. I missed out on their lifetime deal years ago. They must have had a lifetime deal. I know some of you have that, but I came to Koala Writer much later than a lot of people, so I wasn't really jumping on it for any kind of reason. It didn't have a reason. I had already reviewed over 100 AI writers by the time I probably even heard about Koala. So I don't really have any reason at all to push Koala to you. I actually make less of a commission if you guys click and sign up with Koala. I actually make less commission with Koala. I've made more money with ZimWriter, Agility, and SEO writing .ai as an affiliate. Those ones actually I make more money. So if I was just trying to push products to you guys and make the most money as an affiliate, which a lot of people do, most affiliates do, then I would somehow figure out a way to make the other tools look good. But my data, just pulling the data in every which way I can, shows overwhelmingly that Koala, for this test website in a competitive niche like gardening, Koala performed the best. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's the answer. Koala performed the best. Koala is very easy to use. I like the user interface. I like how you go, if I can go, and I think I'm logged into it. When you can just go to your project right here, and then you just, you can pick what you want right over here. And then you just go down, you select your options, and then you push enter. They don't have a ton of options. One thing that just gets a little bit it's hard to keep up with. I know that we are always pushing for more features, and nothing against the creators and developers, but when it gets to a point where people don't know the difference between advanced mode and optimized mode, and which tool do I use over here, it starts getting to the point where it's almost information overload. And I like simplicity personally. That's the way that I operate. And so like if you go to advanced mode right over here, I don't know why it's not letting me use this because I have 343 available credits right here. But nonetheless, there's just a ton of features, and it gets to the point where it's like, oh, I don't know if I should check that box. I don't know if I should do this or I should do that. I like the simplicity of Koala as well, where you just click a few buttons, you select your thing, and then it creates quality content that is proving to outrank, as far as my testing, it's proven to outrank the other AI writers. So overall, take it for what it is. It was just one test. I'm not here to claim the or put a crown on the best AI writer. They're all really, really good. I mean, we have Koala writer, we have Agility writer, we have Zim writer, we have SEO or SE writing AI. And then a couple of, maybe runner-ups would be this new one, Article Fiesta. Has a lot of great features, just like all these other ones over here as well. It's different. I like it. And there's some other ones that would still end up in my honorable mentions, or they would definitely end up. But if you asked me what my the best writers are that come to mind, I mean, these are the ones that come to mind. If you go and watch some of the other YouTube channels that put out similar content than me, you're going to see a common thread between these right here. These are going to be what most people are using or recommending, but my testing has shown that, well, and AI Wise Mind, I'm no longer going to be probably putting that in my top 5 because I have hundreds of articles on the site and they don't seem to be doing anything or ranking or anything like that. So, this is why there's testing involved with this stuff. And that's really what I'm doing for you guys, is just trying to do testing and then show you. So the results on this AI site, obviously these are my favorites right now. I'll probably try to make a formal video about it, so it'll help, with the algorithm, and the actual YouTube video title will be, top 5 best AI writers or something like that. But you guys can get ahead, or currently right now in December of 2023, These are the, and really, I guess not really any particular order other than Koala Writer would definitely be the one that I probably would use. And I purchased their Black Friday deal. I got some credits in my bank so I can use that more. And I don't have to have a monthly subscription. There's also things to consider about these tools. Like Koala, you're always going to be having to pay for it. Agility, you're always going to have to be paying for it. These are expensive. These are the cream of the crop tools. These are expensive tools. Agility Writer as well. The cheaper versions are not cheaper versions, but you're going to be able to rank your content. You're still going to be able to do a lot of the stuff. The SEO is really, really good on SEO writing, hence the name SEO Writer. This one's going to cost probably 3 to 4 times less than Koala and Agility, right? So that one is great for if you're on a budget, but you still want quality. You're probably in some cases, you might be forced to pick between one of these based on your budget. So then I would go with SEO Writing AI. ZimWriter is a great option as well, loaded with features. Matt Zimmerman's always putting more into his tool. He lives, eats, breathes, sweats, and cries over that tool, right? Like that's his life, blood, and he puts a lot of effort and work into it, always coming out with new updates. That is a unique tool because you can get it for a lifetime deal still, and never have to worry about paying for it. It's kind of like the vehicle, but you're always going to have to supply the gasoline, which would be that it connects to OpenAI. And so you're going to still have an ongoing expense, but it's going to be a lot cheaper than the other ones. The cool thing about these tools, Koala and Agility, is that they have a great user interface. They take care of everything for you. And then they also provide the content for you. It's built into the plan. So again, they all have different things. Right now, if I'm leaning towards a software that I'm just kind of more intrigued to use and so forth, even based on my data, it's Koala. Another thing is that not just grabbing these and going and putting them into, Neuron Writer and, Hemingway and just checking the readability scores. We can do that. We can go and check what the stats say, what other software says. But at the end of the day, what really matters is what is ranking in Google. What is driving your site forward and ranking in Google, right? And so for me, personally, my data shows Koala does a better job based on this test. And if you can find other people that are building sites 100% on Agility or Zim or SEO writing, and they can show you all the stats and how they're getting traffic and it's outperforming other AI tools, great, cool. Then great, go with those. Like I said, they still are in my top list. But right now, Koala is, probably my AI writer top tier choice if I had to pick one. Hopefully that clears things up for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you got value from this, hit that like button. I'll leave links to these writers below if you want to go and check them out. And if you do purchase through those links, it does help support me doing these tests for you and continuing to bring content like this your way. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.